Boom, ba-doom, ba-dee-dee-dee-boom.
Oh, little Lulu, with freckles on your skin. Always in and out of trouble, but mostly always in. Using dad's name tag for the tail of your kite. Using mom's lipstick for the letters you write. Little Lulu, there's no one quite as smart. Doesn't matter what you're doing it with your heart. Shiny curls and dancing hairs, a sparkle in your eye. When can we look forward to your next surprise? What a surprise! Oh, the clock says 7:30, it's really after 10. Looks like Lulu's been repairing it again. Though you're wild, you know it's true, Lou. And you're very hard to take. Little Lulu, we love you just the same. Little Lulu, we love you, Lou, just the same.
Boys are usually too shy to tell girls they like them, which is weird considering all the gross things they aren't too shy to do around us. So here's how to recognize the signs. If a boy looks at you during a test at school, he likes you, or he wants some answers. If you ask a boy something and he looks at his shoes, he really likes you. Or he stepped in something. And if he hangs around you going, he likes you a lot. Or you should get away fast. But if he throws spitballs at you and puts a snake in your lunchbox, he absolutely adores you and he wants to get married. Or he's your brother. Don't you just love the planetarium?
I don't know. The hot dogs here are pretty good, but you get better nachos at the Museum of Natural History.
I like the War Museum. They've got those curly fries.
Oh, yeah. Those are great.
That's Jupiter. It's got 16 moons, and it's the largest planet in the solar system. 90,000 miles in diameter.
Boring!
And that's Venus.
Ooh la la, the planet of love.
It's about the same size as the Earth, but it's covered in a thick layer of carbon dioxide.
Give it a rest, Lulu. You don't think we actually came here to learn stuff, do ya?
Yeah, this was supposed to be fun. Come on, guys, let's go exploring.
They say that if aliens really exist, they could be so far advanced their brains would be twice the size of ours.
Wow!
Martian snacks?
I'll take one.
Whoa! Now this is more like it.
You think it's real?
There's only one way to find out.
Uh-oh. Looks like the boys are up to something. Come on, Annie, we better follow them.
Well, it sure looks real.
I'll bet these are the navigation controls.
Okay, men, set a course for the scariest planet of all. Planet Lulu!
Hey, I wonder what this button does.
Launching sequence initiated.
Uh-oh.
Launching sequence? What do you mean, launching sequence?
The rocket's taking off.
Whoa, wait a minute.
T-minus 10.
Can't we talk about this?
9.
Better fasten your seatbelts.
8.
This could be a
7.
rough ride.
6.
Hey, there's no more chairs.
3, 2, 1. Liftoff.
I think I can fly this thing.
Look! We're in space!
What?
Current altitude 556 miles.
How are we gonna get down?
We're stuck up here. And we don't have any food. Ground control, we have a problem. Come in. Can I get
stay calm.
All right, I'm calm.
Prepare for warp speed.
Warp speed! Help!
Looks like this trip is going to be longer than I thought. Lulu's log, stardate 2557 and a half. The situation is not good. First mate Annie is trying to find a way to get us out of warp, but I'm not very hopeful.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Rats!
However, crew morale remains high, with one exception.
What's the matter with you people? Don't you realize we're doomed? Doomed, I tell ya!
Prepare to drop out of warp.
It's about time. Hey, that looks like Mars. Iggy, Willie, initiate landing sequence.
Landing? Are you sure that's a good idea?
Think of it as an exotic vacation. Besides, we've got nothing to worry about. As long as we don't run into any Martians.
Landing sequence initiated, I think.
Here we go!
Landing sequence completed.
That's it. Next time, I want a chair.
Now remember, the Martian atmosphere isn't what we're used to, so keep your helmets on.
Hey, I turned out the lights. Thanks.
Hey, what's going on? We're right back where we started.
Thank you for coming to the planetarium. Next week's special voyage, a flight to Venus.
I can't believe that was just a simulation. It seems so real.
Oh, I knew the whole thing was fake from the beginning.
What are you talking about? You were more scared than any of us.
I was just playing along. Tubby Tompkins isn't scared of anything.
Martian snacks?
I'll take one. These things are out of this world. This is supposed to be a love story. Listen, he had a crush on her. She was swept off her feet. She fell head over heels. But in the end, she had a broken heart. A broken heart? How? Sounds like she should have ended up in the hospital. Last week, I could tell my parents were really excited about our trip to the zoo because they kept saying things like, turkey, nice jaguar, what a weasel, bunch of cows, and it's a jungle out there. Well, we never did make it to the zoo after all. Dad said there were too many animals on the road.
Dooba-dooba-doo.
Next on my mom's shopping list is Snicky's all-natural unsweetened cookies. Cookies without sugar aren't natural. Leave it to Mr. Smicky's and my mom to take the fun out of cookies.
Super fudge chunkies are fun.
Lima beans, check. Turnips and Brussels sprouts.
Check, check.
Hubby, Super Fudge Chunkies are not on the list.
They should be. They're part of a well-balanced diet.
Forget it, Tubby. If you want them, you'll have to pay for them yourself. And that goes for the rest of that stuff, too.
listen to this. Woman of 30 reunited with real mother after being switched at birth. She warns it could have happened to you. Wow! We might have different parents and not even know it. Maybe my real parents are movie stars or international jet setters.
I'd settle for parents who have some taste. Parents like whoever's buying all that great food.
Wow, Lulu! That lady looks just like you. This is incredible. It's just like the article in that magazine.
Don't be silly, Tubby. It's a coincidence.
Think about it, Lulu. You like the same food? You look exactly the same. There's only one possible explanation. You were switched at birth, and that's your real mother.
Tubby, that's the dumbest idea you've ever had.
Are you kidding? That's not even the dumbest idea I've had since breakfast. Come on, let's follow her and find out where she lives. Look at that place. You hit the jackpot, Lulu. Your real mother's loaded.
Wait a minute. If I was switched at birth, then where's the other girl?
Right there. Kind of looks like your mom, doesn't she?
Mom, tell me about the day I was born.
What would you like to know?
These aren't those unsweetened cookies, are they?
Were there a lot of kids born that day?
I suppose.
Well,
do you think the people at the hospital ever get the babies mixed up?
Of course not.
But how do you know? I mean, it's possible, right?
Well, I guess anything's possible.
I want to know the truth, but I can't just ring the doorbell and say, "Hi, are you my real mother?"
come on, we'll go around back.
Sounds like they're having a party.
Perfect. We'll just blend right in. Huh? Or stick out like sore thumbs.
Hi. Sorry we're late.
Oh, how charming! What a marvelous costume! I had no idea one of Sarah's little friends would come dressed as me. Let's show the others.
What are you supposed to be? Some kind of sailor or something?
Back off, bozo.
I wonder where Sarah is. You just wait here and I'll go find her. Have some punch.
Don't mind if I do.
Tubby, we can't stay here. If that lady's kid sees us, our cover is blown. We gotta find someplace to hide. In here.
Wow! Look at all this stuff. I wonder if they have some kind of security system. Oh, I guess they do.
What's going on in here?
Who are they?
Why, they're your friends, dear.
I've never seen them before in my life.
I can explain.
So you followed me home because you thought that you'd been switched at birth and I was your real mother. Wherever did you get such a wild idea? Believe me, it's quite impossible. We only moved here last year.
Oh, that's a relief. No offense.
None taken, dear. And now that we've got that cleared up, would you care to join us in the backyard for cake and ice cream?
Thanks, but we better be heading home.
Now, wait a minute, Lulu. We don't want to be rude here.
Come on, Tubby. I can't believe I let you talk me into thinking I was switched at birth.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty far-fetched.
Come on, Dad. We're gonna be late.
I'm coming, son. I'm coming. Huh?
Choosing a baby's name is tough, but not if you follow Lulu's name plan. First, decide what kind of kid you want, then pick the name. You want a tough kid? Name him Spike. A cheerleader? Name her Muffy. And of course, for a smart kid, Lulu. But please, don't name your kids because of what they're like as babies. I mean, who wants to go through life being called stinky? When girls get up in the morning, they have to shower, scrub, brush, floss, and blow dry. And boys, they just throw on some old dirty clothes and they're out the door. Mom says being dirty is in boys' jeans. Well, if you ask me, it's not just in their jeans. It's on their shirts, too.
Oh, Lulu.
Okay, girls, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. There you have it. Sturdy as a rock. Oh!
Nice try, girls.
What are you guys doing here?
We heard you were planning a little camp out in your backyard, and we just had to come and see for ourselves.
Come on, men. Let's show them how it's done. It's not your fault, Lulu. It's just that girls aren't meant for roughing it in the great outdoors. It takes the strength, the stamina, and above all, the resourcefulness of men. Ouch!
Whoa! Very impressive, Tubby. But for your information, we have everything we need to spend a night out in the wilderness. Flashlights, sleeping bags. We even have a jumbo tube of squeezy cheese in case we get hungry.
I still say you won't make it.
Oh, yeah? Care to make a bet?
You got it.
Okay. How much?
$10.
Perfect. It's a bet.
All right, you guys. I have no intention of losing that $10. So here's what we gotta do. We gotta get the girls out of the tent and into the house. Any questions?
Oh, which one's Lulu?
What difference does it make? Now, here's the plan. First, we put dead batteries in their flashlights. Then, we collect a big jar of ants and we release them in the sleeping bags. And finally, we put all kinds of sticks and stones under the tent to make it as lumpy and uncomfortable as possible. Any more questions?
Oh, why's the tent bigger than the house?
Will you forget the stupid drawing? Now let's get to work, men. When the girls go inside to change into their pajamas, that's when we strike.
Just smell that fresh air, girls. It doesn't get any better than this.
That's for sure. In fact, it's gonna get a whole lot worse.
Isn't this great? We'll show those boys what we're made of, right?
Right.
Uh-oh.
Gosh, nature sure is dark and scary. Lulu!
Hang on, girls. I'll be back in a flash. There's no way we're gonna lose that bet. We're spending the night in that tent if it's the last thing we do. Phew. There, that's much better. Well, girls, I guess it's time to settle in. Ants! Ah! Gazillions of ants! Ah!
Oh, that was horrible. I say we go inside.
Wait, I've got an idea.
anything to eat, and all this roughing it is making me hungry.
Hang on, girls. Back in a flash. That should be just about enough. Well, that ought to hold us until morning.
Yeah, Christmas morning. I'm stuffed.
Guess it's time to turn in.
Gosh, the ground sure is lumpy. This is worse than a bed of nails.
Don't be silly. You just have to find the right position.
Ouch! There's something sharp poking into my back.
We'll never get to sleep.
Then we'll have to stay up all night. Hang on, girls.
We know. You'll be back in a flash.
I would give anything to have seen Lulu's face when she found all those ants in her sleeping bag.
Well, good morning. I thought I heard some wild animals prowling around out there.
You mean to tell me you girls actually camped out all night in that tent?
That's right, all night.
We'll take that $10 now.
I don't know how you did it.
Simple. Strength, stamina, and above all, resourcefulness. You gotta be resourceful if you're gonna rough it in the great outdoors. The other day, Tubby told me he thinks he has terrible vision. Then he said, that's why I'm eating these carrots. And then I said, I believe you. And by the way, those are potatoes. I told Tubby he doesn't read enough. He said, that's ridiculous. He loves reading. And to prove it, he marched down to the local library to join up. Unfortunately, he got bored reading the application form, and he hasn't been back since. Our homework for art class last week was to make something out of popsicle sticks. I used 100 sticks and made a lamp. Tubby used 1 stick and made a tongue depressor.